The Korean War, a forgotten conflict that shaped the world. The Korean War, often called the Forgotten War, it began on June 25, 1950, and ended in an uneasy armistice on July 27, 1953. But its legacy still echoes today, on the divided Korean Peninsula and in global politics. Let's take a quick journey through one of the 20th century's most pivotal conflicts. After World War II, Korea, once occupied by Japan, was divided at the 38th parallel. The North was backed by the Soviet Union, the South by the United States. Both sides claimed to be the rightful government of all Korea. Then, early on June 25, 1950, North Korean troops, equipped with Soviet tanks, crossed the 38th parallel in a surprise invasion of the South. Seoul, the capital, fell within days. The United Nations, led by the U.S., quickly condemned the invasion. President Harry Truman, fearing the spread of communism, sent American troops to support South Korea. A UN coalition of 16 nations joined the fight. By late summer 1950, things looked grim for the South. But General Douglas MacArthur launched a daring amphibious landing at Inchon in September. It was a masterstroke. The North Koreans were caught off guard, and UN forces recaptured Seoul and pushed deep into North Korea, almost to the Chinese border. But then, a new player entered the war. In October 1950, China, alarmed by UN troops near its border, sent hundreds of thousands of volunteer soldiers into North Korea. It was a massive and unexpected counterattack. UN forces were driven back. Seoul fell again, only to be retaken months later. The war became a bloody stalemate, with both sides suffering heavy losses. Brutal winters, mountainous terrain, and trench warfare made life hell for soldiers on both sides. Peace talks began in 1951, but dragged on for 2 years, mostly over the fate of prisoners of war. Finally, on July 27, 1953, an armistice was signed. The border remained near the 38th parallel, almost exactly where it started. Over 3 million people died during the war, many of them civilians. The Korean War didn't end with peace, just a ceasefire. Even today, North and South Korea remain technically at war, separated by the heavily fortified Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ. The Korean War may be forgotten by some, but its consequences are felt every day. It solidified the Cold War divide, reshaped Asia, and left a lasting mark on millions of families. Understanding this war helps us understand today's tensions and reminds us of the high cost of unresolved conflict. The Korean War, 1950 to 1953. Remember the cost. Understand the legacy.